Hey y'all, it's Aspen, and I just have a quick word for you today. I was reading in Luke 7 the other night, and I was just amazed by this story and reminded of when Simon, the religious leader, invited Jesus into his home to see what he was like. And in this story, it talks about a prostitute woman who walked into the house and honored Jesus by washing his feet and washing it with perfume and poured oil over his head and was just honoring to him. And it made me think. It seriously made me think, do I have this much fervency to pursue Jesus and honor him in the midst of my sin and shame, even if I have to intrude? Man, I don't know about you, but I was literally thinking as I was reading the scripture, this woman did not care that she was not invited to this dinner. She knew what she had to do, and she recognized who Jesus was to her. And so as she's doing this, Simon gets skeptical, and he says, if Jesus is a true prophet, if he is who he says he is, he would know the woman who's touching his feet is full of sin. And it says in the Passion Translation in the footnotes, it says, Simon thought Jesus should have known the sinfulness of the woman, but Simon should have known the love of the one next to him, who was ready to forgive and restore. Religion focuses on the sinfulness of a person, but faith sees the glory of the one who forgives and heals. Now, that is powerful to me. Religion focuses on the sinfulness of a person, but faith sees the glory of the one who forgives and heals. This woman, to me, was way more hospitable than Simon himself. Later on in the scripture, it talks about how Jesus schooled Simon, and he says, bro, I came into your house and you didn't even do any of these things. You didn't greet me with a customary kiss. You didn't pour oil over my head. You didn't wash my feet. You barely had a place setting ready for me. Yet this woman who had so much faith came into your home and honored me. And it really had me thinking that sometimes it's easy to be skeptical of the forgiveness that we've received. It's easy to be like Simon and to be skeptical and to not be honoring. And then sometimes it's easy to think, oh, I could never intrude on God, when the Bible clearly says he's ready for us. His forgiveness is ready for us. His restoration is ready for us. In Luke 7:47, when Jesus is talking about this woman, he says she has been forgiven of all her many sins. This is why she has shown me such extravagant love. But those who assume they have very little to be forgiven will love me very little. I'm going to read that again. But those who assume they have very little to be forgiven will love me very little. This is so good. I don't want to assume that just because I consider myself a dedicated or seasoned Christian that I have little to be forgiven for. There's so many things that I myself could be forgiven for. And there's so many things I should probably ask for forgiveness for, to the people around me, to the family around me, the friends around me, the team I get to work for. Here at Messenger International, part of our team covenant says that we humble ourselves when we make mistakes. I want to humble myself. I want to be that woman that says, I don't care if I'm not invited. I want to get what I need to get, and that's to honor the Lord. That's to ask for forgiveness. And it says in the Word that Jesus forgave all of her sins, not just one, all of her sins. And I strive to be a person who not only seeks forgiveness, but also extends it out to other people.